The three principal positions for the commencement of the line of head. Line of head may commence in three distinct different ways. First one, from inside the line of life. Second one, joined to the line of life. Third one, outside the line of life. The first one, from inside the line of life. It is the most uncertain of all. It denotes an oversensitive, overcautious, timid person. It also indicates a highly nervous, easily excited individual one who has little control over himself or his temper, who is easily put out over trifles and liable to do the most erratic things or fly off at their tangent when irritated. Such people are always in trouble, generally fighting or having quarrel with those about them and over things that are of no consequence. They are likewise so easily wounded in their feelings that even a look or an imagined slight will put them out of humor or upset them for days. If this line of head farther out in the palm becomes straight, it denotes that the subject will later, by development of his intelligence, largely overcome this falling of oversensitiveness. If the lines slope much or bend down towards the wrist or on the mount of the luna, that is the mount of imagination, then the subject will become still worse with his advancing years. If the line of the head is also poorly marked or with hairlines from it, it is often the indication of some form of insanity which is likely to cause the subject to be placed under any restraint in later life. If with this later indication the student will find also all the upward main lines such as line of destiny, etc., fading out past the middle of the palm, the indication of insanity and restraint becomes all the more certain. The class of head line is largely found in cases where the subject is naturally inclined towards drink and intemperance of every description. Even in cases where there are good lines running up the palm, it will usually be found that the subject gives way to the occasional fits of intemperance or the desire for drugs. The qualities of the fiery mount of Mars from which such a line of head starts inside the lifeline is largely the cause of peculiarities above indicated. The opposite mount of Mars on the side of the hand, on the contrary, gives mental control, so that even when the line of head runs out straight on the palm, it partakes of this mental Mars quality, and so denotes that later on in the years, the subject with such a line of head will be able to develop mental control. The sloping line of head, however, would denote that the subject allows himself to turn, as it were, away from mental control and so lets the earlier tendencies become his master. This point alone is worthy of consideration of all parents and if observed by them would do much to help such children to develop mental control over themselves. The accompanying plates shows this formation of the line of head in all its variations.